Y'all with me? And it was good for us, to tell you the truth, because when I stepped back in the head thing and things, I haven't been there. Y'all
don't even know Calvin for CCO. I know Calvin, you know what I mean?
I don't know. Did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But
the wheels are in motion toward the majority draw between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach potentially being overturned, and this has led to an unforeseen split between him and coach Calvin Ford, especially with the events that happened in his corner during the fight. His display against Lamont Roach was absolute chaos, with the result being the perfect reflection of Tank's performance. However, regarding Calvin Ford's departure, the World Boxing Association lightweight champion has now reacted.
When we first started talking, him saying all of them working together, he was happy. And at the end of the day, what is it about?
Coach Calvin Ford's reaction followed the recent announcement from Lamont Roach's team and the New York State Athletic Commission regarding an overturn of the results of the match. Dan Rappel of Fight Freaks Unite reported on Tuesday that Roach Jr.'s lawyer Greg Smith sent a letter to New York State Athletic Commission Executive Director Matt. In the 4-page letter, Raphael also reported that Smith is calling for the New York State Athletic Commission to overturn the majority draw into a decision win for Roach Jr. On Monday. The New York State Athletic Commission released a statement on the matter, saying it was reviewing the controversial call by referee Steve Willis in the 9th round, and that technical difficulties led to them not being able to review the call.
Slow down and worrying about you because, boom, he knows that I spend time with my enemies. You know me. Both of y'all know me very well. So I spend time with my enemies all the time. That's my peace. And he knows.
Davis took a knee after Roach Jr. landed a punch before going to have his face wiped off by one of his cornermen. Willis started a count as if he was going to score Davis taking a knee as a knockdown, but then allowed the fight to continue. At this time, the New York State Athletic Commission is reviewing the matter involving Saturday's matchup between Lamont Roach and Von Davis. The New York State Athletic Commission responded during the round in question. Following the commission's request for the replay video, there was a technical issue preventing the commission from receiving it within the allotted time for review. Therefore, the referee's in-ring decision was relied upon and the fight continued.
I honestly don't know. I don't know. But I can't go back and change this.
The commission is dedicated to preserving the integrity of combative sports and is committed to working with all promotions and production teams on behalf of the athletes, officials, and fans to ensure technical issues do not occur in the future that prevent the delivery of ringside instant replay feeds to the commission's officials when needed. Lamont Roach Jr., who is the World Boxing Association junior lightweight champion, fought Davis for his World Boxing Association lightweight belt on Saturday at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. At Willis ruled Davis taking a knee as a knockdown, and the 3 judges scored the round of 108. Roach Jr. would have won the bout by unanimous decision. Eric Molinsky scored the B 115-113 in favor of Tank, while Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman scored the bout 114-114.
Because it's something that we didn't want to do. It's something that we normally do. Y'all with me? And it was good for us.
Morinsky scored the 9th round in favor of Davis, while Weisfeld gave the round to Roach Jr. Protests rarely lead to results being overturned in boxing. However, if there was ever an instance for that to change, this may very well be it, and this has led to another big question between the relationship of Tank and Calvin Ford. I got Calvin tattooed on me, Calvin ain't going nowhere. Calvin is Popsy ain't going anywhere, Von Davis said 6 weeks before the Lamont Roach fight. Well, guess what? Calvin Ford was not in Tank's corner this time, and the 30-year-old perhaps paid a huge price by having the first non-victory fight in his career. Hey, at least I know where he was at, because it was something that we didn't want to, if something that we normally do. I with me, and it was good for us to tell you the truth. While Tank believed to have Ford by his side on March 1st, the veteran coach had his own reasons to not coach Davis for this particular fight, and now following the possibility of having his draw against Roach overturned to a loss, Calvin Ford has dropped out of the team. You see, for long fans were used to the familiar sight of Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis. It was like Mike Tyson and Cus D'Amato, and if you compare recent examples, Canelo and Eddie Rosso, or even Pacquiao Roach, for that matter, that's how the triumphant of Von Davis, Calvin Ford, and Kenny Ellis resonated with fans. But watching Barry Hunter accompanying Davis was not the sight fan wanted to have, so everything is as good with Calvin, cause it's the first time he's not the head trainer in a while. Yeah, For sure, Calvin again, I said Calvin. Pops One wonders what might have caused the rage. Speaking with Fight Hub TV, Calvin Forge shed some light on the matter. Davis fought his second PBC Amazon Prime Video PV card, and apart from the headliner, the show at the Barclay features a slew of exciting fights, including 2 light welterweight title clashes. Like many, Ford anticipates a good fight, and seeing how Davis's training translates into the ring with Tank coming from Baltimore and Roach from DC, he recalled the duo sparring a lot in the gym. He respected Roach's work ethic and felt that it was a great opportunity for him. Maybe people are misreading the situation. We ain't changing up anything, he said. He just taken a step back, but the training structure remained the same. The reporter made it clear that they're not implying a breakup or a falling out between Ford and Von Davis. No, I mean, he will always be around, you know what I mean. So that's pop. Like I said, they just wanted to know whether the temporary separation made their bond stronger, like when family members spend time apart and then appreciate each other more when they reunite. No, he came to see me dead. Slow down, I'm worrying about you, because boom, he knows that I spend time with my amateurs. You know me, both of y'all know me very well. I spend time with my amateurs all the time. That's my piece, replied Coach Ford. Even though he wasn't directly training Tank, knowing where he was and that he was training gave him a sense of reassurance. He acknowledged that being away from Davis allowed them both to appreciate their bond. When he returned to the gym, Ford could tell the lightweight champion missed him just like he missed the latter. A similar kind of reassurance came from Barry Hunter. 2-0 would be here as without me, I mean without Calvin, wouldn't be no me, you know what I mean. Cause at first when I came into the Calvin will be there, Coach Barry will be there, Coach Boogie will be there, and Kenny will be there as well, he said during an interview. While Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis won't be in Tank's corner, he and other coaches will still be there, implying it's not a major issue. Hunter wanted to remind us that this isn't the first time changes in Tank's corner occurred. Hunter had been involved with Tank since his amateur days and early career. He is not new to Tank's team like Ford. He also noted that the internet often spreads misinformation and people make assumptions without knowing the full story. He emphasized that Tank is like family, so fans stayed assured that it looks like a temporary shakeup that may revert back to the old format when Von Davis returns after a few months. And DC, they call me music. Most Cal, I mean, I got Tank Davis's history of slow starts nearly caught up to him Saturday night. Davis's defense of his WBA lightweight championship against Lamont Roachger ended in a majority draw in front of a stunned sold-out crowd of 19,250 at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Davis retained his title in a fight he would like to soon forget. Music. 2 judges scored the fight 114-114, while a third judge scored at 115-113 in Davis's favor. ESPN scored the fight 114-114. My own live, but you know I went back and I watched it, and Tank lost that fight, period. And that's even without the knockdown he lost. The Munt is a great fighter. Davis said after the fight he got the skills like I said before, he got punching power. It was a lesson. Hopefully we can run it back in a strange scene that could have turned the tide of the fight. Davis inexplicably took a knee in the 9th round after getting touched by a jab, but referee Steve Wills decided not to score a knockdown for Roach. Davis suggested the reason he went to a knee was because grease from his hair had gotten into his eye. The fight resumed with no penalty, but the knockdown could have swung the pendulum in favor of Roach. The fight just didn't do enough work. I thought that Roach's game plan was had the knockdown been called, Roach could have won the 9th round by a 108 score. Instead, 2 of the judges scored the round 10-9 for Davis. I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my hair, Davis said. When I was sweating and things like that, it burned my eyes. Roach didn't disagree with Davis's assessment of the situation. However, he made it clear that the rules are the rules, and he should have been awarded a knockdown. If you take a knee and the ref starts counting, it should be a knockdown. Roach said, if that's a knockdown, I win the fight. I'm not banking on that knockdown to win. I just thought I pulled it. Music. Davis entered the fight as a massive favorite and was expected by many to collect his 29th career knockout.